I want to tell you about a profound moment in history and a part of the story that most people don't know about. This is a story about the greatest maritime rescue in human history. And it didn't happen during a war, and it didn't involve a navy, and it didn't even make headlines the next day. And it happened on American soil in broad daylight, not in the 1940s, but in a lifetime. In fact, on one of our darkest days, we have all heard of Dunkirk, the miraculous rescue during the World War II, where private boats helped to evacuate 338,000 troops over 9 days. But fewer people know about what happened on September 11, 2001, right after the towers fell that day after the tragic events. The streets of Manhattan were just choked with ash and fear and panic. Bridges and tunnels were shut down, subways were closed, roads were blocked, and people were trapped on the southern tip of the island with no way out. You have to remember back then, they were scared, fearful that something else might still be coming, and they were feeling trapped and desperate. Then something extraordinary happened. Without orders, without a command chain, without anybody telling them what to do, ordinary people just showed up. Hundreds of boat owners from Stanton Island, ferry captains to private fishermen, from billionaire yacht owners to tugboat workers, they all heard a call for help over the radio. All available boats come now, and they came. They came and drove hundreds of vessels of all shapes and sizes. They all raced towards Lower Manhattan, each not knowing if they were racing toward their own tragedy. But what they knew for sure was people needed help. And so they came. They loaded up anyone that they could find and could fit strangers crying covered in dust, holding each other's hands. People who had just escaped hell, now climbing into water taxis and fishing boats and party cruisers and dinner ferries, anything that floated. No one asked for payment. Nobody checked credentials. Nobody asked what's in it for me. They just saw a moment and they moved. By the end of the day, they had evacuated over 500,000 people in less than 9 hours. This wasn't just the largest boat rescue in American history. This was the largest boat rescue in human history, bigger than Dunkirk. 500,000 souls carried to safety by the kindness and courage of strangers. So now, here's why I am narrating to you this story today. That collective human action in motion. Life has a way of having those moments show up, isn't it? And the lesson is this: are we paying attention when it's our turn to be somebody else's hero? Are we? Most of the people who brought boats to Manhattan that day, they didn't see themselves as heroes. They were just regular people who noticed the moment and answered. I've spoken to you earlier. For those of you that have taken the hero's journey, that a hero is simply an ordinary person put into an extraordinary circumstances who chooses to take action. And all of us here, we are all ordinary people. And what makes us extraordinary is we take action. when the extraordinary circumstances present to us. So maybe this story will remind us to pay attention, to be ready, and to act when called. Everybody, have a great weekend.